I had a really good time at Laguna Seca and the CSRG Corkscrew Classic in this car last weekend. And the weekend showed me two things. One, it reaffirmed that I really do enjoy racing. I'm happy to be back racing and I want to keep racing. And two, I'm not going to do it to run mid-pack. And to be frank, this car is, it's a fresh build. I put, as you guys have followed, a huge amount of effort, time, and money into it. And in order to run up front, I need a car that I'm a little bit more disassociated with. This car had the pace to be further up, but I was being way too cautious. And if you want to run up front, you can't be way too cautious. And for that reason, my Alfa could be your Alfa. I'm gonna sell it. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna move on to yet. I have some considerations, but definitely a pure race car, not something street legal. So a lot of you guys know this car pretty well. You followed the build, but here's just a little video overviewing some of the highlights and what this car exactly is. I know I'm going to forget some stuff. I think I'll probably list it on Bring a Trailer, but regardless of where I list it, I have all the invoices, records of work, the photos of the whole build process and everything like that. So there shouldn't be anything left to question as to what this is. But anyway, it's been a real fun journey with this car, and it's certainly bittersweet moving on. But, given the reasons I just said, I think it's the right decision for me. This is a quick overview video of my 1971 Alfa Romeo GTV. I started this project 3 years ago. It was a full bare metal rotisserie restoration, and we really did every step. It's built as a canyon car, track car, race car. It's street legal, titled and registered in California, but it also has fire suppression and a fuel cell and a CSRG logbook. I raced it at Laguna Seca last weekend. As far as what we started with, it was a 1971 shell in relatively good shape. It didn't have any major accident damage. It came out of a field in Colorado. I can show you a picture of it. There was a little bit of a crumple in this area, and we worked that out with metal, not Bondo, and replaced any of the rusty metal. And I'll just go off memory here. It's been a while, but I know one of these front wing areas was replaced. I think we pulled the outer sills and inspected the middle and inner sills, replaced what was necessary, but they were actually quite good. 3 of the floor pans were replaced, and then I think there was some minor fill-in stuff under the front windshield, if I remember, but not much. Really, it was in surprisingly good shape. So that's where it started. Oh, and it's been painted in a full downdraft paint booth with PPG AR 501 paint, which I believe the PPG code is 71818, with a white a 5K epoxy primer, color, and then of course clear coat, and it's been polished. Every part of the car is new or refurbished and rebuilt to new spec. Here's the interior. All OE gauges except for that Motorsports stack tack for precise RPM readings. Here's the fuel cell and dummy tank in the trunk. I have the original, I have an original fuel tank, but with an in-trunk filler because we deleted the gas door for a cleaner look. So that can be swapped out if desired. And all of the roundels, these Alfa Romeo insignias and this white nose are vinyl, and they've only been on for about a month, and the car hasn't seen any sun or anything, so that can all come off and the car can go back to its AR 501 red entirely if desired. Except for the front windshield, which is OEM glass, all of the windows are Lexan for lightweight, and I have the original glass for the doors and these quarter light windows if desired, but these are currently Lexan, but function as OE on the winders and everything. The car also has a fully custom wiring harness, motorsports wiring harness, and it's running on a PDM, a lightweight anti-gravity battery mounted up there, but all new wiring as well. This is a 2-liter engine built by Roman Tucker. It will run on California pump gas, 91 pump gas, but it has everything, higher compression pistons, Spruell cams, Spruell header, lightweight alternator, a Bluetooth programmable 123 distributor, Italian Weber 45 DCOE carburetors, and I have the dyno sheet for this engine. We ran it on a chassis dyno at Ed Pink Race Engines. It makes 198 horsepower with a really great torque curve, again on 91 octane pump gas, so we're real happy with that. You can see the motorsports wiring harness here, really done as clean as can be throughout. Has an electric fan. That's an independent circuit driven off the thermostat switch down there at the bottom of the radiator. This is an aluminum radiator from OKP. Independent front and rear master cylinders with cockpit adjustable brake bias. That's from Alfaholics. I'll get some videos and images from under the car, but it's Alfaholics Stage 3 suspension, new drive shaft, new ATE brakes, limited slip differential with 4 slip discs in place for a higher lockup ratio, all rebuilt by Roman Tucker. So everything under the car is brand new as well. The gearbox is OEM ratios. It works fine. I also have 2 sets of wheels for the car. These GTA style wheels from Alfaholics, brand new, 15x7, and then I have 14x7 Panasport wheels for racing. They take Hoosier TDR tires that I can include as well. All of the hardware throughout the whole car is of course new. And any of the custom components on this car, like for instance these mirror mounts or this battery box, I will include the CAD files for in case they ever need to be replicated. There's the PDM that the car is running on, so no fuses or relays, well except for one. Again, the cooling fan is independent of the rest of the system because it's good to have it run even if the car master power is off, if the car's hot. So there's a fused relay right there. The rest of the car is on a PDM. I forgot to mention the car has a fully custom stainless steel exhaust that's fabbed up by a fabricator here that's really great. Some of the best work you'll ever see. And that's from the Spruell header back. So as the car sits, it's CSRG legal, VARA legal, probably HSR legal. You know, you can vintage race it almost anywhere. And it's also a California titled and registered car, smog exempt because it's pre-75. So that's kind of the best of both worlds. All of the switches, lights, gauges, indicators, etc. work as they should, work as OE. There's one small exception with the fuel cell in the car. The low fuel light does not come on. The sender in the fuel cell doesn't support that, but the tank, the original tank I have for the car has a brand new sender and the low light works with that. The car has 2,240 miles on it since I completed the build, and it has 3 track sessions. I ran it twice at test days at Big Willow Springs, and ran 140s there. And then I ran it last weekend at the CSRG Corkscrew Classic at Laguna Seca. And I was mid-pack in Group 3 all weekend. And the car had the pace to be 3 or 4 places up in just about every session. But I was being extremely cautious And that's really why I'm selling this car. I want a race car that I can be less careful with. This is too nice a car for me to be racing. To start it up, there is no keyed ignition, and it has a custom shroud here, so there's no weird opening for where a keyed ignition used to be. You make sure your battery master's on, and you turn on the PDM, that's the tach firing up, your fuel pump, ignition, and this is the start button. Simple as that. This car's been jetted and dyno tuned to Ed Pink race engines and really runs perfectly.